Today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, a day when people celebrate the civil rights leader's life. For others, today was the day to celebrate something black that they loved, their guns.
Today, thousands of protesters, some heavily armed, rallying in Virginia's state capitol, protesting legislation that would restrict access to guns.
A perimeter was set up around Richmond's Capitol building. Outside of it, thousands roamed with weapons in hand.
We're here to represent every citizen here that wants to keep the right to bear arms.
Okay, guys, this is so embarrassing, but everyone here wore the same thing. Someone needs to go home and change. No, but for real, this is like one of the reasons America is so fun. Go to any other country and tell your friends to get all their guns because you're gonna march to the Capitol. You see what happens, yeah. Yeah, in America, you just be like, yeah, we're just showing up. Everywhere else, you're either getting arrested or you are the captain now. That's what's happening. And look, I know that might have looked scary to some of you, but look on the bright side. If you were a deer in Virginia today, this was the best day of your life. All the deer were just like, guys, all the guns are at the Capitol, everybody, let's start smashing. Time to overpopulate these woods! All right, but let's move on to a story out of Michigan that just may restore your faith in humanity and thrift stores.
We have a Be Kind story about a guy who literally was sitting on a small fortune. Meet Howard Kirby, who found $43,000 in a couch cushion, actually $43,170. Kirby bought the couch last month from a thrift shop near his home in Michigan. He kept complaining that the cushion was uncomfortable. So his daughter opened it up to see what was going on, and she found all that cash. Wow. Kirby went back to the store, learned the couch's original owner actually passed away last year. The Be Kind part of the story is that Mr. Kirby gave the money to the late man's relatives.
Wow. This guy found $43,000 in a couch. Who owned this couch? Bill Gates? Like, who owned? No, because I've heard of losing coins in a couch, but who was like, oh, where did I put my $50,000? Ah. But this guy is one of the nicest human beings ever. He returned $43,000. I'm not gonna lie, that's way nicer than I can ever be. I don't play those games, man. Finders keepers. Yeah. I won't even return a rental car. I'm just like, yo, it's mine. Hertz will call me like, sir, you didn't return the car. I'll be like, I don't know what you're talking about. But while I've got you on the phone, how do I connect the Bluetooth if hypothetically I happen to drive that car again? I'm just saying. In fact, this may be unpopular, but I think when you buy something, you get to keep whatever comes with it. Because let's face it, you're taking a risk when you buy a used couch. You realize you're basically buying a lifetime of someone else's farts. If you're willing to stick your hand inside the couch, you deserve whatever you find. All right, and finally, in some environmental news, because of climate change, it may soon be impossible to grow coffee beans in most of the world. But now, scientists have decided that they're going to do something about that.
Inside a laboratory, scientists are concocting something they call molecular coffee, a cup of caffeine without the bean. Jared Stopforth and Andy Kleitch are co-founders of the startup Atomo. Following in the footsteps of trendy plant-based meats like Impossible and Beyond, Atomo wants to give coffee lovers a sustainable option as climate change and the increasing demand for coffee lead to deforestation.
We are the Tesla of coffee.
Okay, maybe this is me, but I don't know if coffee should be the top priority right now. Because when climate change has destroyed the planet and we're all living in a Mad Max dystopian world, coffee is going to be the last thing on your mind. Yeah, I'm not going to need coffee when that guy with the guitar is right behind me, all right? I'll be like, yo, I'm up. Everyone's like, yeah, I could use some coffee right now. No, you're on fire, my man. Don't worry about being up. Because this is the reality we're going to live in one day. If we don't take climate change seriously, we're going to have to find replacements for things we no longer have. Instead of coffee beans, we'll have to mimic the roasted bean smell with chemicals. Instead of meat, we'll have to use plant burgers. Instead of hot dogs, we'll have to grow synthetic pig anuses. I think that's where it comes from. So this is going to be a real problem for coffee lovers, although, interestingly, it won't affect Starbucks because they thought ahead and they've replaced their coffee with puddled water like 20 years ago.